Good evening, everyone. We're going to call this meeting to order. Number 2 on the agenda, Statement of Compliance with the Open Public Meetings Act.
In accordance with the Open Public Meeting Act, adequate notice of this meeting of the time, date, and information for access in this public meeting was advertised in the Record and the Herald newspapers on September 15th, 2024, was posted on the bulletin board located on the first floor of the municipal building, was filed in the office of the municipal clerk, and was posted on the borough's website.
Number 3, roll call.
Councilmember Salinas?
Here.
Councilmember Kraus?
Here.
Deputy Mayor Reinitz?
Here.
Deputy Mayor Catrone?
Here.
Mayor Rottenstreich?
Here.
Junior Mayor Doctor?
Here.
And also in attendance is Borough Manager Peluso, Acting Borough Attorney Joseph Dakotas III, and Municipal Clerk Megarilli.
Honor Guard, will you please post colors? Everyone please rise. Will the Honor Guard Commander please post colors?
Honor Guard, present. Colors.
Can we all please salute the flag, and will our Junior Mayor please lead us?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America.
Which stands one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. We're now going to have our Wall of Honor inductees ceremony, and that's going to be conducted by our former mayor and current borough manager, Kurt Peluso. And will the council please join me down in the well?
Good evening, everyone. As you might recall, last year was our first annual induction for our Wall of Honor, which you see behind you, and it's our honor today to present our second year of inductees. On behalf of the mayor and council, I welcome you to the 2024 Emergency Service Wall of Honor ceremony. The Borough of Fair Lawn Emergency Services Wall of Honor recognizes those individuals whose commitment, dedication, leadership, outstanding achievements, and contributions had a direct and remarkable impact in our emergency response in the borough. Since its inception, emergency service organizations are asked to submit a member from each of their respective organizations to be inducted in the Emergency Services Wall of Honor. These members are required to meet certain criteria. Will Fire Chief Peter Euskaitis, Assistant Fire Chief Ralph Rinaldo, Deputy Fire Chief Michael Salvini, and Battalion Fire Chief Mark Palmieri please come forward? You got one. I'll take one for 4. It is my honor and privilege to officially induct this member of the fire department into the Emergency Services Wall of Honor, John Lyons. Chief Lyons joined the fire department in 1967, proudly and honorably serving the Borough of Fair Lawn for 54 years, earning him the title of the most senior fireman in the department at the time of his passing on March 2021. John was a dedicated member of the department, rising through the ranks, serving as Chief of Department in 1990, Deputy Chief in 1989, Captain in 1972 and 1977, First Lieutenant in 1971 and 1976, Second Lieutenant in 1970, and Engineer in 1969. John was a great fireman, a better teacher, an example to all those around him, and an even better friend to all those that knew him. John always brought a positive and friendly attitude to the firehouse and was a great person to talk to. It was always a pleasure to listen to one of his many stories, he had a lot, or simply just have a conversation with him. John truly loved the firehouse, remaining active until his very last days. He was very involved with the Color and Honor Guard. He loved marching and calling the cadence as they proceeded down the parade route. He was also very active with the Fair Loan Exempt Association, serving once as president, and he served as the treasurer for many years of the Relief Association. John was very instrumental in starting our original live burn at our training center. The Simtron car fire system was a major undertaking, working with the engineers, installers, and Suburban Propane. At the time, this system was one of only 2 in the county. His son Bernard also serves with the fire department, and his grandson Christopher now continues his legacy with John's badge number. Accepting the Wall of Honor plaque for former Fire Chief John Lyons are his son and grandson, firefighter Bernard Lyons and firefighter Christopher Lyons. Please step forward. For those who can't see, the plaque reads, "In honor and recognition of commendable, exemplary, and dedicated service for which this induction is duly authorized, and in grateful appreciation for this accomplishment, in keeping with the highest tradition of emergency services for the Borough of Fair Lawn, New Jersey, presented by the Mayor and Council." Congratulations once again.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you very much.
We have Wendy already up here. It is my honor and privilege to officially induct the next member of our emergency management into the Emergency Service Wall of Honor, Ira Marks. Ira Marks started his volunteer emergency service with the Fair Lawn Ambulance Corps in 1978. He served for 21 years and retired from active service in 1999. He served as president in 1993 through 1994. Mr. Marks continued his volunteering with emergency services in Fair Lawn in 1993 when he secured a tractor trailer of house paint for emergency management's mission to Hardin, Illinois. The next few years, Ira served as a scribe, supporting the emergency management leadership at drills and incidents. During Tropical Storm Floyd in 1999, Ira worked in the Emergency Operations Center, taking calls from residents reporting flooding in their homes. Mr. Marks was appointed Deputy OEM Coordinator in 2000. He received a Certified Emergency Manager designation in 2004 and was appointed as the borough's Emergency Management Coordinator in 2006. He held this position until his retirement in 2012. During his emergency management career, he played a key role in Fair Lawn's involvement in the response and recovery efforts of September 11th, the funeral planning for the line of duty death of our brave officer, Marianne Calora, and the response and recovery efforts from numerous declared local disasters and emergencies. Will Ira Marks please come forward to be presented with this award for the Wall of Honor plaque? right. Will Chief John Blair and Captain Jake Guerreri of the Rescue Squad please come forward? It is my honor and privilege to officially induct this member of the Rescue Squad into the Emergency Service Wall of Honor, Joseph Mazer Jr. Joseph Mazer Jr. joined Emergency Management in 1978 as a member of the Hazardous Materials Division until it merged with the Rescue Squad in 1997. While a member of the Hazardous Materials Team, Joseph held several officer positions, including Chief of the Hazmat Team in 1996. Once the Rescue Squad and the Hazardous Materials Team merged in 1997, Joseph remained a hazmat technician for the Rescue Squad. He remained an active member until his passing in 2014. Joseph worked in public education for 35 years as a woodshop teacher in Paterson. He also served on the New Jersey State Industrial Safety Committee for many years. In 2006, when the Rescue Squad had its 50-year anniversary, Joseph created a holiday float that included artifacts from decades before. Joseph paid respect to rescue by showcasing the Rescue Squad's history through his creativity. In 2007, Joseph was elected treasurer of the Rescue Squad. This was a position he held until his death in 2014. This was a responsibility that he took very seriously, affording that the squad has always in great financial position. He was always vital in helping the Rescue Squad save and budget money while serving many years as the treasurer of the Rescue Squad. Accepting the Wall of Honor plaque for Joseph Mazer is Rescue Chief John Blair. Can I just have the mayor and council inductees to please make your way to the back of the wall for the unveiling of the 2024 inductees' names on the Emergency Service Wall of Honor. Yeah, it's finished. Will the honor guard please come forward and retire the colors? And this concludes tonight's ceremony for the Wall of Honor.
Mark
But we're gonna do the other one first. Excuse me? Sure, not yet. Yeah, sure. Yeah, Josh, you're in charge. So we're just going to give the inductees and their friends and family a moment to recede. Okay, in a moment we're going to be proceeding with our meeting and with our other proclamations, but we'll give everybody a minute. Perfect, thank you. So, very much. Okay. Okay, we're going to proceed with our proclamations. The first proclamation we have tonight is in honor of Childhood Cancer Awareness Month.
Whereas every September we remember the children who have lost their lives to cancer far too early. Can we close the doors? No, I can't close the doors? All right, can we tell them to just, oh, never mind, sorry. I'm going to just wait another second. Okay. Whereas every September we remember the children who have lost their lives to cancer far too early. Honor the children who courageously fight cancer every day and recognize the families and caregivers who never stop advocating for them. And whereas each day in the United States, 47 families learn that their child has cancer. In 2024, over 17,000 children under the age of 20 will be diagnosed with cancer in the United States, and more than 400,000 children worldwide. And whereas children are precious and strong, in 1997, a group of parents picked gold as the official color for childhood cancer awareness because it symbolizes how precious children are and their resiliency. And whereas while childhood cancer is underfunded at the government level, there is still hope as research projects are bringing us closer to cures than ever before. And whereas it is important that we strive to raise awareness and funds for more research, better treatments, and more cures for all childhood cancers. Now therefore, the Borough Council and I, on behalf of Gail Rottenstreich, Mayor of the Borough of Fairlawn, County of Bergen, State of New Jersey, do hereby proclaim September 2024 Childhood Cancer Awareness Month within Fairlawn and ask our residents to remember and support the families in our community who are fighting the battle against childhood cancer. And I'd like to invite up Adam Macaluso, if he'll come, to accept the proclamation. Adam's incredible daughter, Lucy, lost her battle to cancer in April of 2023. Lucy was an incredibly unique and beautiful and vibrant young girl who was a friend of my son's and who he talks about very often, who we lost far too soon. And so tonight, I'm sure Adam will say a few words, but I do ask that you think about Lucy, you live like Lucy, and you take some time perhaps this month to consider making a donation to the many organizations, because as I mentioned, childhood cancer is incredibly underfunded in this country, and so I hope that you will consider doing that this month in honor of Lucy.
Thank you. First, I'd like to say thank you to Christine, Mayor Gale. Mayor Gale has let me sit in her office 2 times and talk to her about things. She's very good. She's not paying me. Having a kid that had and died of cancer sucks ass, so sorry if that offends you, but deal with it. I don't care. I guess childhood cancer is not as cool as getting your name on the Wall of Honor, so I could say that I retired as a cop, so you can see where my sentiments. There's first I'd like besides Christine and Mayor Gale, I'd like to thank the council. The town was very, very, very supportive. Many people that we never met, never knew, helped out, donated food or such. I specifically like to point out Radburn School, where Lucy, she was in 3rd grade when she was diagnosed, and 4th when she passed. Mrs. Lindsay, Miss Stephanie, Miss Owens, Miss Ruane, Miss Rowalski, and Miss Moylan. Those were her teachers, and Miss Lopez and her therapist. They were went above and beyond and let Lucy be a kid. It's hard because I can't swear, so that's one of the hard parts. Losing a kid, she was 6 days shy of her 10th birthday. Losing a child to cancer there's not much in the world that compares to it. I was a cop for a number of years. I was a Marine, I was in combat 4 different times, and that doesn't even compare to it. There's 2 foundations, the Peter T. Foundation, which is, Peter T. was a local boy that passed from cancer, and the Charlie Landers Foundation out of Franklin Lakes. Charlie is a child that died from the same type of cancer that Lucy died, Ewing sarcoma. They're two great foundations, do 2 different missions. Peter T. does stuff for like comfort kits and helping out for children that are in the hospital. Charlie Landers does strictly money for research, which, if that tells you anything, the last time there was any a new practice or a new treatment for Ewing sarcoma, Ronald Reagan was president. So if that tells you something, I don't know what should. I understand that, and I'm not going to get political, I understand that the council is predominantly Democratic. I'm strictly down the middle. Mayor Gale knows that. And I appreciate them doing this. I'll tell you, it's not political at all. I wrote just to make you, if anybody here is like, swings to the left or to the right, just to make you feel even worse because you follow these people. Not these people, but, in general. I wrote to a number of senators and congressmen on both parties. Never heard a thing. Not a peep, nothing. Not from the chief of staff or anything. childhood cancer doesn't get votes, so I don't expect to hear anything. So if you really want to do something, you can write your congressman, congressperson, senator, and ask them. Because unless it affects you, nobody cares. I'm not going to lie. I mean, I was in your spot. I used to think that, like, oh, my kid doesn't have cancer. Thank God it's not me. But, yeah, it sucks. So, all right, I'll stop talking. But I asked, besides donating to Peter T. and Charlie Landers, write your congressperson, write your senator, put in Lucy Macaluso on Google, get her obituary, send it to them. I sent that. That didn't get anything. So, yeah, I'm bitter, as you can tell. You can see where the priorities sit in this country. So, go figure. But again, I'd like to point out, I leave on a happy note. Thank you, Christine. Thank you, Mayor Gale. Thank you, the rest of the council and borough manager, and I don't know about the lawyer. I don't know if we should thank you. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But thank you, everybody, and I appreciate it. And I'll leave with this. Fair Lawn really is. I didn't grow up in Fair Lawn. We moved here in 2018. This really is a great town. People don't understand how good they truly have it here. With everything, with the emergency services, even though they don't want to stay for child cancer, but we'll let that slide. But everything, the taxes, we got to pay them, but this is honestly a great town. So we are extremely, extremely lucky. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Mayor, Doctor, glad I'm not sick. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it.
I want to thank you for those words. Childhood cancer doesn't care if you're a Republican or a Democrat. There are no words, and the words you used are the words, and it's just really tough. I think we're good. We got the 13 new baseball people here, so. But I'm glad that you all heard, and I hope that you all will take an action here, make a donation, write to Congressman Gottheimer, write to Senator Booker and whoever the next senator is. And yeah, thank you. Yes. We're going to fix that. We're going to fix that. So thank you, Adam. Thank you. I have two proclamations here. One is for whereas National MIA Recognition Day is observed across the nation on the third Friday of September, allowing Americans to remember the sacrifices and service of those who were prisoners of war, POWs, as well as those who are missing in action, MIA, and their families. And whereas, sadly, some of those who answered the call to service were captured in conflict and imprisoned by our enemies, and many remain missing in action. And whereas each year on National POW MIA Recognition Day, we honor those Americans who were prisoners of war and recognize them for the courage and determination they showed in the face of unspeakable hardships. We also honor those who remain unaccounted for, especially remembering the sacrifices of their families who must courageously face each day without knowing the fate of their loved ones. And whereas currently the fate of more than 80,000 Americans remains unknown, these Americans who dedicated their lives to preserving and protecting our freedoms will never be forgotten. Now, therefore, the Borough Council and I do hereby proclaim September 27th, 2024, National POW MIA Recognition Day in the Borough of Fair Lawn, and call upon all residents to join me in honoring former American prisoners of war who suffered the hardships of enemy captivity, and to continue our commitment to those still missing. And whereas Gold Star Mother's Day is observed on the last Sunday of September to recognize and honor those mothers whose sons or daughters died while serving their nation in times of war and conflict. And whereas the organization derives its name from the practice begun during World War I of the display of a gold star instead of traditional mourning attire by a mother whose son or daughter had made the ultimate sacrifice for this country. And whereas the state of New Jersey has also designated the last Sunday of September as Parents of Fallen Military Sons and Daughters Day, in tribute to all parents whose sons and daughters gave their lives during service with the Armed Forces of the United States, and in recognition of American Gold Star Mothers Incorporated. And whereas the sacrifices and losses suffered by all parents whose sons and daughters have fallen in service to their country are immeasurable and merit recognition by all who have benefited and now live free as a result of their loss. Now, therefore, the Borough Council and I hereby proclaim September 29th, 2024, Gold Star Mothers, Parents of Fallen Military Sons and Daughters Day within the Borough of Fair Lawn to commemorate the commitment and sacrifices of these parents. And I'd like to welcome Jim Florio, the head of our Veterans Council, to accept these proclamations and to say a few words for us. Thank you.
Good evening, Madam Mayor and Council. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm chairman of the Veterans Council here in Fair Lawn. I wish I had a happy story to tell you, but if you don't, I put notes, and it's going to be brief, I promise. Our servicemen and women that have risked their lives in support of the Constitution of the United States, our freedom and our way of life. Some still serve. 140,000 are known to have been imprisoned during the wars past, while 80,000, as the mayor has stated, to this day are still MIA, not accounted for. So on behalf of the 36,000 residents of Fair Lawn, we pay a solemn tribute to those Americans who have been prisoners of war and to those who are still missing. When you see the MIA flag, black flag, MIA, remember, there are men and women still serving our country. As far as the Gold Star families, I know it's called Gold Star Mother's Day, but I accept this proclamation on behalf of those who have given the last ounce of love to their country and to their families. The Gold Star parents, moms, dads, sisters, brothers, aunts and uncles, cousins, and their spouses, Gold Star spouses. None of us can ever imagine your pain. Knowing what it's like to lose a brother in combat pales to your ongoing suffering. We of the Veterans Council can only offer words of support and know in our hearts that your loved ones are safe and warm in the hands of the Almighty, and that one day we'll all be together again. So on behalf of the Mayor, the Veterans Council, and all present, I thank you for what you have given to us, our freedom, and knowing that God will hold you and your loved ones in his hands now and forever. Thank you.
Hi, everybody. Whereas each year, National Latin Heritage Month is observed from September 15th to October 15th across the United States, celebrating the history, culture, and contributions of individuals of Latin and Hispanic descent. And whereas the Latin and Hispanic communities have enriched our nation and our local community with vibrant culture, language, and traditions, contributing greatly to the arts, sciences, business, education, and public service. And whereas the Borough of Fair Lawn recognizes the significant role Latin Americans and Latinos have played in shaping our community, making lasting contributions to the economic, cultural, and social fabric of Fair Lawn. And whereas during Latin Heritage Month, we pay tribute to the enduring spirit of the Latin and Hispanic communities, acknowledging the rich diversity and cultural pride they bring to our town. And we honor the legacy of those who have come before and the promise of future generations. And whereas Fair Lawn is committed to promoting diversity, inclusion, and understanding, and will continue to celebrate the strength that our community draws from its rich multicultural heritage. Now, therefore, on behalf of Mayor Gail Rottenstreich and the Council of the Borough of Fair Lawn, County of Bergen, State of New Jersey, do hereby proclaim September 15th to October 15th, 2024 as Latin Heritage Month in the Borough of Fair Lawn, and encourage all residents to celebrate the diverse cultures, histories, and contributions of the Latin and Hispanic communities that enhance our lives and enrich our community. I'd like to call up the chair of the Latin Heritage Celebration Committee and all of the volunteers for the subcommittee. Save that for October 6th at the Rec Center for our Latin American celebration, and we hope to see you all there.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. Great.
Just one more, so I don't get it. I don't want to get in trouble. Thank you.
So next, we're going to be honoring our 13U baseball, and we're going to have Councilmember Kraus, Deputy Mayor Reinitz, and Junior Mayor Doctor presenting the certificates, reading the proclamations. And I think this is as good a time to announce as any that we are getting a new sound system. So hopefully by the next meeting, this won't be an issue.
All right. So whereas the Fairlawn All Sports 13U team, a travel team comprised of 13-year-old players, participated in the North Jersey Suburban Baseball League National Championships in July 2024. And whereas the Fairlawn 13U Cutters beat the North Haledon Reds 4-2 on Friday, June 7th, 2024 at Vanderplatte Turf Field, showcasing their talent and teamwork. And whereas the team used their skills and determination to secure an important win against North Haledon, earning them the title of Suburban League National Division Champions. And whereas the members of the team are fortunate to have caring and dedicated coaches who help the players strengthen their skills, build team camaraderie, and foster the practice of good sportsmanship. And whereas it is right and fitting that we recognize the athletes and coaches on this successful and exciting endeavor, now, therefore, the Borough Council and I, on behalf of the Mayor, Gail Rottenstreich, of the Borough of Fairlawn, County of Bergen, State of New Jersey, do hereby proclaim Thursday, September 26, 2024, Fairlawn 13U Baseball Day within Fairlawn, and do further extend sincere congratulations and best wishes to Coach John, on this most noteworthy achievement. Congratulations. Coach Arnold, come on out. Coach Arnold, you guys want to?
Yeah. We got one. Yeah. You guys want to follow it up?
They each have a name.
Yeah.
So my name is Arnaldo Almaguer. I had the honor of being coach. John Alaka, assistant coach, Jack Pachpalupo, and Steve Brudnick, also coaches for our team. This was a special win for us. This time last year, we won the 12U championship. Spring, of 2024, we took another championship, and it's because of the dedication from the players. We want to thank the families for coming to the game, especially the moms, washing all those uniforms. We appreciate your time. But we have a bunch of great kids that we want to acknowledge. Okay, sounds good. So, all right, first up, Jay Rutten. Okay, next up, Drew Malaka. Okay, next up, Matt Bacigalupo. Next up, Jack Duncan.
Can I get the coaches up here, please?
Yes.
Can I get Steve up here? Can I get Fox Group up here too? Then you guys, it ain't good respect.
Next up, Aiden Cassiano. Next up, Aiden Lochner. Hitoshi Batani. Okay, next up, Jacob Lilly. All right. Braden Alger. Leo Nozu. Just a side note, Rio, he was our ace. He still is. We're going to miss him. He's a freshman now. You know, we're 13U, but actually this fall we've been promoted to 14U. So like time keeps going on. So. All right. Brody's not here. Is Brody here?
Football.
We have checked something already, didn't we?
Yes.
Oh, I read the. Oh, which one did I get? Oh, check monster. Check monster. Okay, we'll get it too. I think. Did I miss anything? Nope. Oh, we do have a fat boy. Baseball's alive and fair. Long thanks for supporting us. We get a couple guys over here. Let's take a picture. This is for. Yeah, guys, slide this way. Slide. Anybody else want to come up here? Shorter than 11 years old.
Send your picture to Lisa.
I will, of course. Hey, Josh, you going?
Well, his kids are bigger than you.
Hey, Dr. Mayor, could you go by, ready. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, one more. Okay, thank you.
Family on three. 1, 2, 3.
Green? Oh, look at that. Okay. All right, and for our final proclamation tonight, we would like to present this certificate of congratulations from the mayor and council of the borough of Fair Lawn, presented to Benjamin Doctor, Junior Mayor, who now apparently has rewritten the title to Mayor Doctor. You got a promotion. It's a good move. Given in recognition of serving as junior mayor of the borough of Fair Lawn, New Jersey, I do hereby proclaim Tuesday, September 24th, 2024, that's tomorrow, Junior Mayor Benjamin Doctor Day within the borough of Fair Lawn.
It was an official summons from the mayor.
Everybody ready? 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. Let me grab one. Official photo. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2,
Okay. Number 9, council comments. Councilmember Salinas.
Hi, everybody. Thank you to those who stayed. Thank you to those who are watching. I know that we got back to school, and I'm hoping everybody has been able to get back into their routine and ease their way in. I know for me, it's been nice to walk to school every day with my kids, and it's been fun running into their friends after the summer and catching up. And, as usual, it's been a busy month. I was able to attend the 9/11 ceremony, which was really special and intimate and an honor to be a part of, to listen to stories and meet everybody there. That was followed by Art in the Park, which we had the bandshell there for the first time for the music, which I don't know who knows, but I oversee the music committee for that event, and it's always such a pleasure. And this year we had so many people attending. It was nonstop traffic. It was a lot of fun. The mayor and I did a salsa class together out on the tennis court, which was a lot of fun. And then that was followed by the camp out, which was my first time attending. And, I am an actual camper in the woods. We sleep, tent and everything. So it was a lot of fun to actually see everybody there camped out and really enjoying themselves. And that was followed by an incredible day, Fair Lawn Day, which was yesterday. And I say likewise was so overwhelmed with all of the people that were there. I heard great reviews with how much fun everybody had, the rides, the food, the music. It was all great, and I really need to give a special thank you to the borough manager and his team for always stepping up and their dedication to just making everything run so smoothly, and always being present for the residents. And I know the mayor during dedication earlier gave a special shout out to the volunteers, and I also would like to thank all of our volunteers. All the committees that we have here are made up of our volunteers, and these are residents that are working full-time jobs or have families or in life transitions, and they really step up and care so much about their community, and there are a ton of volunteer opportunities. I really encourage everybody to go onto the borough website and see all the different committees that are available. We are always interested in meeting new residents that want to share their skills and their passion or learn some more about the different committees that we have. And speaking of volunteers and committees, the second annual Latin Heritage Celebration is going to be held on October 6th at the Rec Center, and talk about some incredible powerhouse volunteers that we've been working on this for over a year, and it's going to be incredible. Leading up to that event, I'm proud to say that we have a full week of programming at the Senior Center that I worked closely with the director of the Senior Center on and took the lead on. And every day, starting this Saturday, we have something special programmed for the seniors. And it is surrounded by food and music and art, dancing. So I encourage any and all the seniors to attend. I look forward to seeing you there. I'm going to attend as many events as possible. And I just, again, really want to thank all of the volunteers in town, because really without you, this wouldn't be possible. So thank you.
Thank you, Councilmember Salinas. Councilmember Kraus.
Good evening, Mayor. As Councilmember Salinas mentioned, there were a number of fantastic events over the last month. And I'll just add to that, I want to congratulate the Arts Council for another fantastic Art in the Park. It was a beautiful day that day, and a lot of fantastic vendors, a lot of beautiful art. Got to meet some new business owners in town. Really was a great time. Art in the Park is a great event, and I'm really grateful that the Art Council continues to bring it back every year and find ways to make it better every year. So thank you to them for all of their effort. Last year got rained out, so it was really great to see the great weather and the full scale of Art in the Park this year. I want to take the time just again to briefly recognize everyone that we recognize tonight, from our Wall of Honor inductees to all of our proclamation recipients. You know, month after month when we do these, you know, we see people who are volunteering their time coming up here, and you know, we get to spend a few minutes recognizing the hours of their time that they put into our community, whether it be as a first responder or raising awareness for issues that need more support and funding, or just raising awareness for the things in our lives that we need to be grateful for, or teaching our children the skills that they're going to need to be successful contributors to the community when they become adults. Thank you to everybody. You know, you're what makes a place like Fair Lawn and any community a great place to be. I did want to mention one thing real quick. Another one of my committees, the Environmental Commission, has been working very hard, and there's going to be a land recognition and a plaque dedicated to the fish weirs that are in Fair Lawn. That's going to be held on October 13th. Thank you. You know, if for those of you who aren't familiar with the fish weirs, they are the oldest man-made structures in Fair Lawn that we know of, and they are of huge cultural and historic significance. They have been here, you know, they were built by Native Americans, and the Environmental Commission has been working with the Ramapo Lenape clan to find the right words for the plaque to dedicate on October 13th. And they're really an amazing site, and I know that the Environmental Commission is hopefully to build not only to bring county recognition to the site, but perhaps in time international recognition to its significance. So I want to thank them for their hard work and recognizing a part of our landscape that you might not recognize but has huge cultural significance. And that's all I have for tonight, Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilmember Kraus. Deputy Mayor Reines.
Thank you, Mayor. I want to start off by thanking the mayor for planning a tremendously moving 9/11 ceremony. You know, it's something that I think we have to make sure that we never take for granted, and the mayor did a great job of coming up with a theme that really was very important to our current lives in coming together and uniting around, you know, what's most important to us. So I thank the mayor, and I thank the people who spoke that day, former mayors Cosgrove and Swain and County Commissioner Tracy Zur. I also wanted to echo what the council members said before me and congratulate our Wall of Honor recipients. I'm happy that we started this program last year, and we're probably going to need a bigger plaque in the not too distant future, because we certainly have many volunteers in our emergency service departments who are worthy of honor and being placed on that wall. Along with Deputy Mayor Catrone, I had the honor of dedicating the Dillon Ronaldo Fire Training Center last week. As many of you know, Dillon is a former resident and former member of our fire and rescue departments who tragically passed away almost exactly a year ago, actually 11 months ago today, fighting a fire in the city of Baltimore. So it was really an honor to be with his family, who are now actually, this weekend, we're out in Colorado Springs as Dillon's name was added to the National Firefighter Memorial out there, another fitting tribute. I also, like Councilman Kraus and Councilmember Salinas said, had the pleasure of attending Art in the Park, which, you know, it's been really nice this year. Last year, it felt like everything got canceled because of the rain. This year, we've been blessed with great weather for just about every townwide event. And the people who planned Art in the Park deserve a ton of credit in pulling it off once again and just expanding it while not making it seem like it was overwhelming. I think it's a perfect event in a perfect location, showcasing a lot of what makes Fair Lawn great. Prior to my time on the council, I had the opportunity to serve on the board of trustees of a childhood cancer foundation. And one of the things that struck me that Mr. Macaluso said, and I think Deputy Mayor Catrone said tonight, that's so true, is that for some reason, childhood and especially adolescent cancers are just overlooked by the public and are tremendously underfunded. And I don't know what we can do as a group and as a community to continue to get that word out, but you know, we tend to stand for protecting our most vulnerable, and I think that's an area where we have let down a lot of people, and I think as a group, it's something that we really should spend a lot more time thinking about and putting thought into finding ways to both support children and adolescents with cancer and finding ways to fund research to make sure that, you know, no more children have to go through and no more parents have to go through what the Macalusos had to when it's something within our power to stop. And finally, I really wanted to thank the borough manager, his chief of staff, the DPW, and all our volunteers, as well as the members of the meeting planning committee and the other chairs, specifically Jean Brown and Stella Lemberg, who did a great job chairing the event committee, who put on a Fair Lawn Day that will be remembered for a long time, and just the amount of people there and the ability to handle that crowd and have something for everybody there, I think really speaks to them. And you know, I know there were a lot of curveballs, as there always are with big events, and they handled it in stride. So thank you to the two chairs that I mentioned, as well as former mayors Cosgrove and Swain, who are chairing the committee at large. If you have not yet, be sure to get your tickets soon for the 100th anniversary gala, as it will sell out quickly. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor. Deputy Mayor Catrone.
Thank you, Mayor. I'm going to be super brief because most of my comments were said, but I do really and truly want to give my own sincere thank you to everybody who organized all of the wonderful events that you heard about this evening: Art in the Park, the community camp out, Fair Lawn Day. You know, each of them really did go on without a hitch, and as everybody has said, with beautiful weather. And after speaking to residents at each of them, There were so many just sincere thank yous from them to us, which really belong to all of the volunteers that work tirelessly to put all of those types of events on. So really, really grateful that we're able to work together and deliver fun activities like that to all of our residents. And as Deputy Mayor Reinitz pointed out, really a very moving and fitting tribute this past week in dedicating our firefighter training facility to our own hero here in Fair Lawn, Dylan Ronaldo. And as I said at the event, I really truly believe that this building, this facility is now stands really as a testament to Dylan's commitment, and it will ensure that future generations of firefighters are trained with the same courage and resolve that he has. And as I said to the Ronaldo family, you know, this is only the beginning of how we want to honor Dylan here in Fair Lawn, and how we want to help and continue to support his whole family. And I'm going to just use the rest of my time to remind people that, as you've already heard, it's an incredibly busy month in September, and it only continues to be so with schools being open. So please, pedestrians, bicyclists, drivers, we ask that you pay extra attention as you are moving through town. To our pedestrians, I say be sure to use our crosswalks and cross whenever there, if possible, is a crossing guard. Use our rapid rectangular flashing beacons. You know, in each of our budgets, we've been committed to putting 3 new flashing beacons in town. So you just got to push that button, and it makes enough of a flash that the cars really, for the most part, do slow down. If you are riding a bike, please wear your helmet. I can't tell you how many kids I see not wearing their helmets. And observe all of the same rules as pedestrians, of course, when crossing the streets. And to our drivers, please, speeding is never worth it. Do not text and drive. Stay alert, and remember that pedestrians and bikers do have the right of way, so be aware of them, especially as it continues to be beautiful. I imagine more people will be out and about. And so I think if we all do our part, we can help to continue to keep our streets safe. And on that note, I want to remind people that you are going to see some road resurfacing projects being done. I want to thank the borough manager for coordinating that. I know these are long-awaited projects, so if you don't get the borough emails, I do encourage you to sign up for them, or at least check the borough website, or you could even call the borough hall if you need to, if you want to find out about where exactly they are being done, just so that you can manage traffic while that's happening. And another just friendly reminder that we have an election coming up, and the deadline to register to vote is October 15th. So if you're not registered to vote, please do so and exercise that right on November 5th. That's all I have for tonight. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. Thank you, Deputy Mayor Reinitz, for your kind words about the 9/11 ceremony. It's always a very meaningful ceremony, and I think it was really important for all of us to come together and unite and remember. It's affected all of us, and it's something that I know, it's a day that I will never forget. It changed my life. It changed the course of this country, and I think that the best way that we can honor those that we lost is by coming together and being united. I was really sorry to have missed the dedication of the Fire Training Center in honor of Dylan Ronaldo. Unfortunately, I had to be out of town, but I thank the deputy mayors for being there and for honoring Dylan's memory. I had the great fortune of knowing Dylan. He played lacrosse with my son, and he was the kind of son that any parent would be proud to have. He was not just a great athlete, but he was a great athlete. He was not just a great leader, a captain. He was a hero. He really was a true hero in every sense of that word. And he is missed every day. He will be missed every day. I invite everyone to join us on September 28th from 3 to 10 at the Dutch House. for the Dylan Ronaldo Foundation fundraiser. We can pay tribute to Dylan then, and we can pay tribute to Dylan every day by trying to follow in his footsteps, honoring his memory. And we were so honored tonight to have the inductees for the Wall of Honor, John Lyons, Mr. Marks, and Mr. Mazur. And we thank them for their many years of service. And I, again, want to thank Jim Florio for coming to accept the proclamations for POW MIA remembrance and for the Gold Star parents. We can never honor enough those who were lost and those who are still missing, those who never came home. I also sincerely want to thank Adam Macaluso, if he's out there listening, for accepting the proclamation for childhood cancer awareness. Words can never be enough to express the sympathy to him and his family and to all the parents who've lost children. But I hope that knowing that they are surrounded by a loving, caring community can bring some sense of comfort, and we will try to do that always going forward. Thank you, Councilmember Salinas, for presenting our proclamation for Latin Heritage Month. I'm very excited about all the activities, especially those that are starting at the Senior Center on September 28th. They look terrific. And I think it's going to be a great celebration on the 6th. And just thank you for your work, tireless work with that subcommittee, because that is a lot. There's going to be a lot, and we really appreciate it. I want to congratulate the U13 baseball team. They make us so proud, as did this unbelievable Fair Lawn Day that we had yesterday. I mean, the thousands of people that we hosted. What a great day for Fair Lawn. And I want to thank so much everyone who made it such a huge success. An event of major proportions like that doesn't happen without a lot of work and a lot of coordination, and it wouldn't have happened without our co-chairs, former Mayor Cosgrove and Assemblywoman Lisa Swain, and the event co-chairs, Jean Brown and Stella Lemberg, and all the volunteers. And I want to specifically call out Pam Coles, sitting right there. Thank you, Pam, for all your hard work. We really appreciate it. And thank you for being here always. And, you know, to all the borough employees and first responders who, you know, were not only there on Sunday, but as the other members of the council said, you know, started on Saturday afternoon with our community campout. Borough Mayor Kurt Peluso, you did a phenomenal job this weekend. Thank you so much. I mean, this was like your personal marathon. It was a marathon weekend. We asked a lot of the borough this weekend. We really did, and the borough really stepped up. So I want to thank you very much, you and the rest of the borough employees, and again, all the volunteers who just made it such a success. And everyone's talked about all the other amazing events we had. So I'm not going to repeat, although I would love to. But I did want to congratulate the winners of Main Street Scavenger Hunt, which Tony's going to take a minute to talk about a little later, as well as some other very exciting Main Street things. And finally, as always, I want to thank Saul and Michael Rockman and Kevin Pepitone for doing our Fair Lawn TV so well. And I want to thank Kevin for these great pictures. It was really considerate. He took these pictures yesterday and had them developed today, and they're wonderful. And at least a few of them are going to be going up in my office. And other than that, I wanted to wish the members of our Jewish community a Shana Tova v'Mitzukah, Shana Tova, and I wanted to welcome our junior mayor, Ben Doctor, to give his council comments.
Good evening, everyone. First off, I wanted to thank Mayor Ron Streich and the Fair Lawn Council for this amazing opportunity to be junior mayor. I am truly honored. As a junior mayor of Fair Lawn, I'm very excited to celebrate our town's 100th birthday. I think reaching 100 years is a big deal. I've lived in Fairlawn for 3 years, and I have to say it's the best place ever. I personally love playing lacrosse with the Fairlawn Cutters. Go Cutters! I am also very proud to be part of 253 Boy Scouts. Being a Boy Scout gives me so many opportunities to participate in the events of this town, to volunteer and to meet new people. And now I could add being junior mayor to the list, of course. I want to thank my parents, my grandparents, and all my family, and the whole mayor and Fairlawn Council for bringing me to this great town and for helping me be a part of so many awesome activities in Fairlawn, all the events and everything that has happened. And here's to Fairlawn's next 100 years, wishing to keep the community strong, keep building and learning new things from each other, and staying never ancient, always remembered, always great, and always nice. In closing, I would love and like to wish all the students to have an amazing school year ahead. Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Wow, well done, well done, thank you. And now I'm going to give your parents the opportunity to maybe take you home and so you can get a good night's sleep tomorrow, because it's a very, tonight, it's a school night, it's a very exciting day tomorrow. It's your day tomorrow, and I hope you enjoy it. Thank you so much for being here with us. Thanks, Jen. Thank you. Thank you to your parents and grandparents.
Yes.
He is a wonderful, extraordinary young man, and it was really our honor to have him here tonight. Thank you. And number 10 on the agenda, the Main Street Minute. Tony DeLisi, you have a minute.
We just concluded our third annual scavenger hunt, and as the mayor said, we gave out prizes tonight. We had over 28 businesses who participated from year one with 300 submissions. This year we were at 1188, which is pretty amazing. Yeah. September 10th and 11th, we had Main Street America here, and they took us through some transformation strategies, and I'm not going to remember everything, so I'm going to look quick. The first half of the Main Street America event was really with outreach, marketing, the mayor, some of the council. The second part was designed to be able to let Main Street America know what stakeholders and residents in this town think. And I think it was very telling. I think it was very interesting, and all those, what do I want to say? All the information will be available shortly. But on that same note, I'm just going to throw out there that yesterday at Fairlawn Day, I heard from several people as I was asking them to speak about their memory of Fairlawn for the 100 years. And it's always amazing what people have to say. They just can't say enough good things. So to all of you, because it's a privilege for me to be here and be a part of it. So as I said, we'll give you all that information. November 30th, Shop Small Business Saturday. This year we are going to have 3 consecutive weeks of pop-up shops, as long as I can find enough Fairlawn businesses to participate and showcase. I have a good number of shops that are willing to host, and I think it will be very helpful to both the businesses and the other small businesses, especially since I hear the businesses saying they're struggling and they're concerned. And lastly, I just want to say that from 567 directory entries for Fair Lawn Marketplace, we are now up to 790. That's a 202 increase over where we started. So this town is just blowing it out. I just don't know where people are going to go. But that's all I have. My minute's up.
Thank you so much,
Thank you
Tony.
so
Very
much.
well done. Thank you.
Tony, is there still time to share our memories? Our favorite
Yes,
family?
no, I'm
Okay,
gonna
good.
get you.
Okay.
At the first, till we are, I gotta figure something out for you.
Yeah, I know, my schedule's tricky. Okay.
Thank you, Tony. Okay, number 11, ordinance and introduction. Ordinance 2706-2024, an ordinance amending and supplementing Chapter 62, Animals, creating a new Article 7, feeding of waterfowl prohibited, of the Code of the Borough of Fair Lawn, 2000. May I have a motion that ordinance number 2706-2024 be passed on introduction, advertised according to law, and that a public hearing be held on October 22nd, 2024?
Second.
Discussion? Roll call.
Councilmember Salinas?
Yes.
Councilmember Kraus?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Reinitz?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Catrone?
Yes.
Mayor Rattenstrick?
Yes. Ordinance 2709-2024, an ordinance to amend Chapter 94, Fees, Article 6, Schedule of Fees of the Revised General Ordinances of the Borough of Fair Lawn, 2000. May I have a motion that ordinance number 2709-2024 be passed on introduction, advertised according to law, and that a public hearing be held on October 22nd, 2024?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call.
Councilmember Salinas?
Yes.
Councilmember Kraus?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Reinitz?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Catrone?
Yes.
Mayor Rattenstrick?
Yes. Ordinance 2710-2024, an ordinance amending and supplementing Chapter 2, Administration, Departments and Budget and Fiscal Procedures, Article 18, Non-Departmental Offices and Boards, Commissions, and Committees, Section 2-109.5, Fair Lawn Shade Tree Advisory Committee of the Code of the Borough of Fair Lawn, 2000. May I have a motion that ordinance number 2710-2024 be passed on introduction, advertised according to law, and that a public hearing be held on October 22nd, 2024?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call.
Councilmember Salinas?
Yes.
Councilmember Kraus?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Reinitz?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Catrone?
Yes.
Mayor Rattenstrick?
Yes. Ordinance 2711-2024, an ordinance amending Chapter 232, Vehicles and Traffic, Article 8, Traffic, Section 232-55, Lane Use Reservations of the Code of the Borough of Fair Lawn, 2000. May I have a motion that ordinance number 2711-2024 be passed on introduction, advertised according to law, and that a public hearing be held on October 22nd, 2024?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call.
Councilmember Salinas?
Yes.
Councilmember Kraus?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Reinitz?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Catrone?
Yes.
Mayor Rattenstrick?
Yes. Ordinance 2712-2024, an ordinance amending and supplementing Chapter 2, Administration, Departments, and Budget, and Fiscal Procedures, Article 18, Non-Departmental Offices and Boards, Commissions and Committees, Section 2-109.1, Community Relations Advisory Committee of the Code of the Borough of Fair Lawn, 2000. May I have a motion that ordinance number 2712-2024 be passed on introduction, advertised according to law, and that a public hearing be held on October 22nd, 2024?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call.
Councilmember Salinas?
Yes.
Councilmember Kraus?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Reinitz?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Catrone?
Yes.
Mayor Rattenstrick?
Yes. Ordinance 2713-2024, an ordinance amending Chapter 125, Land Development, Section 125-66, minor subdivisions and site plan approval of the Code of the Borough of Fair Lawn, 2000. May I have a motion that ordinance number 2713-2024 be passed on introduction, advertised according to law, and that a public hearing be held on October 22nd, 2024.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call.
Councilmember Salinas?
Yes.
Councilmember Kraus?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Reinitz?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Catrone?
Yes.
Mayor Rottenstreich?
Yes. Number 12, ordinances on final passage and adoption. Ordinance 2704-2024, an ordinance amending Chapter 125 Land Development, Section 125-41, Signs of the Code of the Borough of Fair Lawn 2000. Can I have a motion to open the time for public comment on ordinance number 2704-2024 only?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
The time for public comment is now open on ordinance number 2704-2024 only. If anyone has a public comment, please state your name. There'll be a 3-minute time limit.
Good evening, Pamela Cole, 13-34 George Street. Can you elaborate a little bit more on land development, section 125-41 signs of the Code of the Borough of Fair?
Sure. So this is an amendment to our zoning law. Previously, we did not allow for there to be sandwich board signs on the sidewalk in front of shops to advertise specials and hours and things like that. And so we had some shop owners, store owners come to us and ask us for help in helping them do a better job of getting people in the door. So we are amending the law to allow sandwich board signs.
What is a sandwich board sign?
It's a sign
So-
that looks like this.
Yeah, it looks like that. It's
Goes
an
on the street.
A-frame style sign with two faces, so there's one on one side, one on the other side. Like you'll see it, actually you'll see like with chalk, written, today's special, $7.99 for egg and cheese sandwich, things like that.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Okay,
Yeah.
super. All right, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Anyone else? Seeing no one, may I have a motion to close the time for public comment?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
The time for public comment is now closed. Can I have a motion that ordinance number 2704-2024 be adopted on second and final reading, and that it be advertised according to law?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call.
Councilmember Salinas?
Yes.
Councilmember Kraus?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Reinitz?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Catrone?
Yes.
Mayor Rottenstreich?
Yes. Ordinance 2707-2024, an ordinance to provide for certain capital improvements in the Borough of Fair Lawn and to provide for the receipt, acceptance, and deposit of grant funds, therefore, from the State of New Jersey, Department of Transportation, and that this is for the Banta Place improvements. Can I have a motion to open the time for public comments on ordinance number 2707-2024 only?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
The time for public comments is now open on ordinance number 2707-2024 only. Please state your name prior to your comment, and there will be a 3-minute time limit. Seeing no one, can I have a motion to close the time for public comments?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
The public hearing on ordinance number 2707-2024 is now closed. May I have a motion that ordinance number 2707-2024 be adopted on second and final reading, and that it be advertised according to law?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call.
Councilmember Salinas?
Yes.
Councilmember Kraus?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Reinitz?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Catrone?
Yes.
Mayor Rottenstreich?
Yes. Ordinance 2708-2024, an ordinance fixing the salaries of certain employees of the Borough of Fair Lawn, Bergen County, New Jersey, as amended, Deputy Municipal Clerk. Can I have a motion to open the time for public comments on ordinance number 2708-2024 only?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
The time for public comment is now open on ordinance number 2708-2024 only. Seeing no one, may I have a motion to close the time for public comments?
So moved.
Discussion? Roll call.
No, that was the
Oops.
motion to...
Sorry.
Yes.
The public hearing on ordinance 2708, 2024 is now closed. May I have a motion that ordinance number 2708, 2024 be adopted on second and final reading, and that it be advertised according to law?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Now we'll have a roll call.
Councilmember Salinas.
Yes.
Councilmember Kraus.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Reinitz.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Catrone.
Yes.
Mayor Rodenstrike.
Yes, I thought I was on a roll there. 13, public comments on consent agenda 17-2024 items only. Can I have a motion to open the time for public comments on consent agenda 17-2024?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
The time for public comments is now open on consent agenda 17-2024 items only. Please state your name prior to your comment. Notice we don't ask for the address anymore. There will be a 3-minute time limit.
I'm so used to giving the address.
It's okay. You can if you want.
Pamela Coles. On item 288, 2024, resolution authorizing the revised operating guidelines for Borough of Fairlawn's Assistant Program to be administered by the Human Services Department. Can you expand a little bit on that and what that is referencing?
Sure. So this is, so we have some operating guidelines when it comes to the use of the money in the Human Services Trust Fund. So people make donations to that, and it's supposed to be given out for emergency situations. And so the process that was in the guidelines as they were before we revised them, there was a lot of red tape and a lot of levels, and we're finding that people who are asking for this money really need, it's emergency, so time is of the essence. So we simplified the process that it'll be the Human Services Department that does the initial screening, and then it'll go right to the Borough Manager's office to make the final decision.
And he's going to determine, once it goes through the process, he will determine.
Yeah, makes
Super.
the final decision,
Okay.
yeah.
290-2024, the resolution requesting the Director of Local Government Services to approve the insertion of an item of revenue in the budget year for 2024 in the sum of $3,503.26 from the National Opioid Settlement Fund. I think I brought this to your attention a while ago when it was originally initiated, and I'm just curious, how will it be spent?
Well, so this is going into the budget, and I think that how it's going to be spent is going to be determined by the Health Department and perhaps the Alliance for Substance Abuse Prevention.
Yes.
But it will obviously be spent on opioid abuse prevention.
Yeah, because when I think I spoke about this the last time, no one had a plan in the state, or very few towns have a plan in the state of New Jersey. If we could come up with a really dynamite plan so it doesn't become an issue any longer in the state of, in Bergen County and the state of New Jersey, that would be spectacular.
We'd welcome your input on that.
Yep,
Thank you.
absolutely. 293, 2024 resolution confirming endorsement of community development block grant CDBG funded project for advanced housing. Can you just share a little bit more what that is, what that entitles?
Borough Manager, can you pick this one? Or you
You
have
got
that?
it?
Okay.
I get that.
Okay.
Go ahead. Yeah, no problem. Thank you, Mayor. Good evening, Ms. Coles. So every year, the federal government gives funds to the county to distribute to each municipality. Generally, we get about $120,000, and what the borough then does is present through our professionals different activities that the money could be used towards. Based on Fairlawn's income, we are limited now with the amount of projects that qualify for. So this one in particular will be going to upgrading the senior flooring, the flooring at the Senior Citizen Center. Going forward, I can say we used to use a lot of it on road repavement projects, but we no longer qualify for that. So most of the projects funds going forward will probably be used for curb cuts, for access accessibility, and also for the senior center as well.
Yeah, curbing, yeah, beautiful. I'll just leave it at that. Thank you.
Thank you, Kim. Any other consent agenda comments? Can I have a motion to close the time for public comment on consent agenda items?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
The time for public comment on consent agenda 17-2024 is now closed. Will the municipal
I'm
clerk?
sorry, Mayor, before, I don't know if I should do this now or after.
Yes,
Oh,
now.
yes, go
Yeah,
ahead,
okay,
sorry.
so I'm just going to ask that we pull Resolution 287-2024 off the consent agenda because I need to discuss it. So I'm making a motion to remove it from the consent agenda.
We just need a second and a roll call.
Second.
Roll call.
Okay. Councilmember Salinas.
Yes.
Councilmember Kraus.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Reinitz.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Catrone.
Yes.
Mayor Rottenstrike.
Yes. With that subtraction?
Yes.
We'll have the resolutions by consent 17-2024. Will the municipal clerk please read the resolutions by consent passage?
Whereas the following resolutions, 288-2024 through 300-2024, having heretofore been placed on this consent agenda, require no discussion of the same, having been previously reviewed by each council member, be and are hereby adopted, ratified, and confirmed in their entirety by the mayor and council of the Borough of Fairlawn.
Motion to pass consent agenda 17-2024.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilmember Salinas.
Yes.
Councilmember Kraus.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Reinitz.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Catrone.
Yes.
Mayor Rottenstrike.
Yes. Number 15, new business.
I think we have to do the resolution,
No.
right? I'm sorry, I pulled it. So now we can talk about it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, we can talk about 287.
Yes.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So the reason why I asked to pull 287-2024, which is the contract for Lisa McClemens, who does our age-friendly initiative, is she reminded me after the work session that we're in our last year of grant funding, and that covers part of her salary. So what I think makes more sense is to enter into a 6-month contract with her and not a year. And that way, the contract will expire right around budget time, and that way we can then decide what we're gonna do moving forward without the grant funding, in terms of her position. So it just makes more sense, and she agreed to just do a 6-month contract to get it, now that it'll, presumably if we continue, that'll be more in line with everything else that we update in terms of salaries during the budget time. So that's what I would recommend.
So you'd want October 1st to March, the end of March, or April 1st, either?
Yeah. Right,
Okay.
is that, yeah, so,
Okay.
right, because it expires September 30th, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Question?
And it'd be not to exceed 20,000 as opposed to the 40,000?
Exactly.
Okay.
Well, it is 20,000, that's because it's 40,000 for the full year. So
Yes, yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
meant, yeah.
Any questions? Comments? So we need a roll call vote? Or-
I just have to reintroduce it as Resolution 287, resolution authorizing agreement with Lisa McClemens for management services related to age-friendly initiative, as opposed to the initial 1-year term. It's going to be a 6-month term, starting October 1st, 2024 through April 1st, 2025, and the dollar amount not to exceed $20,000 as opposed to $40,000. I just need a motion.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
I can do a roll call.
Yeah, roll call.
Sorry. Councilmember Salinas.
Yes.
Councilmember Kraus.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Reinitz.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Catrone.
Yes.
And Mayor Rottenstrike.
Yes. Okay, number 15, new business. I have one item of new business. We were requested to take a look at our redevelopment plan for the Deals property, but in order for our engineers and planners to do that, we would need authorization for, to amend, to look at, study amending the plan. So we would need a general services authorization for a redevelopment plan amendment. This isn't authorizing the redevelopment plan amendment, it's to study and look at some proposed changes to the plan.
Do we have a price?
Yes, it's $2,395 to look at the amendments to the plan.
Are they, without having physically seen them, are we talking about just engineering site amendments or just other bigger type amendments that maybe we should discuss before we even have the engineers look at it? Because it's something that we're not in favor of, why spend the money on having the engineers look at it?
Okay, well, we can put this on the work session for October 8th.
And maybe ask Jamie to come or be available to discuss with us.
Sure. Okay, so,
I do have a question too. Does the developer normally pick up the cost of that, or we pick up the cost?
no, it's not an escrow cost.
No, it's not an
No.
escrow cost. Okay.
Yeah, it's our redevelopment.
Got
plan.
it.
Yeah,
Okay.
thank you. So municipal clerk, you'll put that on the work session for
Yep,
October
I'll
8th?
put it on, and I'll invite Jamie Plastick to attend.
Great.
Joe took note of that too.
Thank you, Joe.
Not that we don't love you too.
Great. Number 16, public comments. Can I have a motion to open the time for public comment?
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
The time for public comment is now open. Please state your name prior to your comment. There'll be a 3-minute limit.
Pamela Coles, regarding Fairlawn Day, this day wouldn't have happened without the generous contributions of Columbia Bank, Kukins, and Sarah ShopRite, and everybody that contributed to Fairlawn Day. We were allowed to have Fairlawn Day because of their contributions, and the petting zoo, and the bands, and the trolley, and the horses. And, the trolleys, I was on one of the trolleys going around town, giving the historic comments and, taking everybody to the sites. And what I got really present to were the various neighborhoods, like what Kukins, the neighborhood that Kukins developed on George Street in Raymond and Edward, and the Rough Garden section, and the various sections throughout town. Not only developmentally, but architecturally. So it was very, very cool. It also allows for celebrating the seniors, being able to celebrate their 100th anniversary, or celebrate the 100th anniversary at the community center, and farms to suburbs in the gala, so it really is remarkable, and all the volunteers that were there are just absolutely amazing, and it couldn't have happened without all the contributions from our generous prime contributors. So with that, I just want to acknowledge them. We were allowed to have and afforded to be able to have this type of event because of their contributions, and it really needs to be acknowledged.
Look, and who
Yeah.
played a big role in soliciting those contributions?
Yeah, myself, and the finance
Thank you.
and Bob Gordon,
Thank
and
you.
everybody, yeah. You're very
Yeah.
welcome, my pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
May I just real quick?
Please.
I just wanted to let everybody know who wasn't able to go on the trolley ride. Wayne Robbins posted earlier today a video recording of one of the trolley rides on Facebook, so I know Nick is going to coordinate with Wayne to get a copy to put on our website, so anybody who couldn't go can at least experience the tour.
Thank you. Some of that's going to be me ducking out of the way and taking the video. But yeah, it was that was terrific. It was, yeah, you just can't say enough good things about Fair Lawn Day. Any other comments? May I have a motion to close the time for public comments?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
The time for public comments is now closed. Number 17, executive closed session, 301-2024, pending or anticipated litigation or contract negotiation, personnel matters pursuant to NJSA 10-4-12B8. Will the municipal clerk please read the closed session resolution?
Whereas NJSA 10-412B allows a public body to enter into a closed session during a public meeting, and upon conclusion, the meeting will return to open public session, and whereas the Borough of Fairlawn has deemed it necessary to enter into a closed session excluding the public to discuss matters that are exempt from disclosure, pending or anticipated litigation or contract negotiation, personnel matters pursuant to NJSA 10-412B8. Now therefore be resolved that the Borough Council shall not enter into a closed session, and the discussion in closed session may not be made public when may be made public when disclosure will not detrimentally affect any right, interest, or duty of the borough.
Can I have a motion?
Second.
Roll call.
Councilmember Salinas.
Yes.
Councilmember Kraus.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Reinitz.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Catrone.
Yes.
Mayor Rattenstrike.
Yes.
All right.